Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EUR+. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody, let's take a look again on the Forex market. So in general, since the beginning of the week and actually in the weekend we started to talk about the longer term targets. We have discussed everything concerning 97 area, 9750, what the target stands there, from what patterns they have been formed, why we are waiting for this level, and so on. And while market is still going to these targets, we do not need any really big updates for today. Just because everybody stands focused on the Wyoming meeting and statement from Jerome Powell on policy on economy and so on. From that standpoint, here these parts of our trading plan mostly stands the same. And today I just would like to take a look at some intraday performance, because yesterday we also mentioned a few patterns that we have agreed to take a look at yesterday and use it for possible position taking. And actually they are very similar on euro currency, on the Great British pound. And in euro currency, if you remember, we mostly were talking about the bread and butter sell. Here's actually it stands in place, and in fact the minimum target of the bread and butter has been completed. So if you remember, yesterday we said once market will show the bounce up, reach this level, keep a watch for a bread and butter from the most recent sell, and that has happened. Depending on what you have done yesterday, you will have to use different approach. So for instance, if you have taken the short position here, now you could take the half of your position, book the book result, and move stops to the break even and see what will happen. Because overall performance that we have on a daily chart, next important OP target has not been reached, and on the 4 time frame chart, market already passed the OP, coming to the XOP, which stands 18 even 18 11, suggest that the bread and butter potentially might be just the starting of the continuation to the target, because tomorrow we also will get some statistics, personal consumption expenditures, first adjustment of the gross domestic product, PMI numbers later on Friday. So that could bring more information and more pressure maybe on the euro if data will be more or less better than expected. Anyway, based on the technical picture, as major target stands untouched, the bread and butter could become good background for position taking with aiming on the reaching of this target. If you do not have any position, currently it's not very comfortable to take short position right now, because it's it's not good position from the perspective of the stop placement and in general overall market placement. That's why on the hourly chart you could keep an eye on this type of the performance. Here's, by the way, you could see 618 support has been reached of this upper direction, so it means that minimum target of the bread and butter is done. I'm not sure this definitely will happen, that we will get this ABCD pullback somewhere to the 170 area right there, but you anyway do not have any position. So if we will get the pullback and market will form a kind of Gardi's triple to sell pattern, that's the scenario that you also could consider for taking the next short position to the downside. So that's what we have actually on euro currency. On the Great British pound, situation very similar. So speaking about the long-term charts that we already talked about, a big XOP on the weekly, this free drive fail, this is a different story. It looks bearish and it brings nothing good for performance on the cable in the nearest few months. In the shorter term, take a look what we have. Bullish engulfing pattern here. On the 4 hour time frame chart, we have the same bread and butter as on a euro currency, but here you could see that bread and butter is not completed yet. So market starts downward action, but it hasn't quite reached yet the 618 support, which stands 1778. That will be target. So that's why here you could actually trying to follow different scenarios. If you trade on the 50-minute chart, for example, on lower time frame, you even could try to consider taking minor short position with the target around the 618. And of course, here you also could keep an eye on the same similar pattern to the euro currency, this ABCD, as the same could happen on Great British Pounds. It will be some kind of A, B, C bottom, D, deep retracement, because here you could see kind of the, well, some shape of the hand shoulders you could recognize. So this is shoulder head, its right arm also might be, and it's potentially it's also might be a bit more extended retracement because markets are waiting currently for the numbers for Wyoming Minic and so on. But do not, well, treat this situation seriously, guys. Currently it's a very fragile and tricky moment, because market makers are using a coming important event in trying to shake the boat, bringing volatility and grabbing the positions of the retail investors. So this just leads to this kind of performance that we have currently on the euro currency, on the British pound. But still, these patterns that we have in place right now, you could consider if you would like to.